I'm Haley, and you're watching The Bolt, your source for all Spotswood, Milltown, Helmetta, and other world news. Listen up, Chargers, because here are your Spotswood High School announcements. The Community Service Club is collecting donations of new or unopened toys and gift cards for young cancer patients in the hospital. Unwrapped toys and gift cards can be delivered to Frau or Mrs. Mucci from now until December 11th. Please see your Spotswood email for more details about why this toy and gift card drive is so special to us. Do you have a passion for art, poetry, short stories, literature? From rap gods to slam poets, we, the Spotswood High School Literary Magazine crew, are taking submissions of poems, essays, short stories, art, and photography for publication in the literary magazine. If you are interested in publishing your work, send your submission to Mr. Panico at rpanico@spsd.us. If it is an art piece, please bring the original to Mr. Panico in room 301. Remember, it doesn't need to rhyme for a creation to be poetry. We will meet the second Tuesday of every month in room 301 after dismissal. Our next meeting is December 10th. See you then. Anti-Jewel shirts are here. Winners will be posted on the whiteboard in the main hallway starting on Monday. All winners are to report to the stage on Friday, December 13th at 8 a.m. Winners will take a group picture in their anti-Jewel shirts immediately after receiving their shirt. Attention freshmen. All 9th graders will take the PSAT tomorrow, December 10th. Report directly to your testing location at 7:30 a.m. Testing locations are posted outside of the main office. Please bring your own calculator. Calculators will not be provided. Those are your Spotswood High School announcements. You are watching The Bolt. We'll be back in a moment.
Man, I am just really thirsty. Ugh, what happened to my drink?
What does it matter? You're consuming the same amount of sugar no matter what.
Wait, what?
Consuming too much sugar will lead to heart disease, and heart disease will lead to death. 1 in every 4 deaths is caused by heart disease. Keep an eye on how much sugar you consume. Consume with caution.
Man, I hate school. Why it's so boring?
I didn't want to drop out.
Whoa, what?
There's 180 days of every school year, and dropping out just ends it. So the annual problem for every high school is finding a way not to drop out. Like baby!
Getting good grades in all of your classes and learning about the Eiffel Tower.
Discovering how school is actually fun and learning something new every hour.
So stay in school and don't drop out and get your education.
No way, I'm dropping out now.
Welcome back to The Bolt. On this day in 1980, American oil tycoon Armand Hammer pays $5,126,000 at an auction for a notebook containing writings by the legendary artist Leonardo da Vinci. The manuscript, written around 1508, was one of some 30 similar books da Vinci produced during his lifetime on a variety of subjects. It contains 72 loose pages featuring some 300 notes and detailed drawings, all relating to the common theme of water and how it moved. After the break, we're diving into world news as well as our weekly dose of Spotswood, Milltown, and Helmetta news, followed by a segment dedicated to the class of 2020. I'm Haley, and you're watching The Bolt. We'll be right back after this.
What are you doing here? You don't belong in the garbage.
I was thrown in here.
If you recycle, you could save energy, fix the problem of climate change, prevent pollution, reduce the need to collect raw materials, and you can reduce the amount of waste sent into landfills and incinerators. Some items that are recyclable are plastic bottles, paper, cardboard, metals, glass, plastic bags, food waste, and many more things.
And paper, I should be thrown in the recycling bin. Yay.
Alright, I'm gonna text Billy, see where he's at. Hey Billy, where are you?
Instead of spending his night at the Halloween party with his friends, Billy spent his night in the emergency room. If he hadn't tried to answer that text, he would have arrived at the party in just a few minutes. One simple text could have cost Billy his life, but luckily, he was okay.
Texting and driving, just don't.
Welcome back to The Gold, where we pride ourselves in being your source for world and local news. In international news, the World Anti-Doping Agency's Executive Committee says Russian athletes can compete under their flag at international events for the next 4 years, declaring Russia's anti-doping agency to be non-compliant with its rules. This includes the 2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics and 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. The committee says critical data about Russia's athletics programs was neither complete nor fully authentic. The ban applies to Russian officials and agencies, but it also offers a pathway for Russian athletes to compete if they can prove they're clean. WADA says it now has a list of all Russian athletes who are suspected of doping, including a massive group of 145 athletes. It says are the most suspicious of these offenses. A 4.5 magnitude earthquake hit Tuscany on Monday morning, damaging historic buildings and disrupting rail services around Florence. No one has been reported hurt, though some damage to churches, convents, and other historic buildings has been reported. The quake hit part of the Apennine mountain range, centering on the Mugello region of Tuscany, about 19 miles northeast of Florence. It hit at 4:37 a.m. after a series of smaller quakes. According to the National Institute for Geophysics and Volcanology, residents fled their buildings in the pouring rain as they piled into cars and tried to drive away from the seismic event. Schools were closed the next day, and many trains were shut down for the morning as tracks needed to be inspected. Many buildings have faced deep damage to their foundations. Both Helmeta and Milltown kicked off the holiday season in style on Friday with their annual tree lighting ceremonies. With a December chill in the air, the lights were turned on in both boroughs, and the big guy in red stopped by to visit with Milltown and Helmeta's youngest residents to officially ring in the holiday festivities. Everyone knows that the future is clear for the class of 2020, but from time to time, some things can get lost in the endless sea of emails the seniors have been getting recently. Here at The Bolt, we intend to be the glasses for them to make sure everything is clear and that they never miss a thing. This feature is called Senior Section. Seniors, a new friendly reminder. Before submitting your transcript release forms to school counseling, add the college to your colleges I'm applying to list. Check that your letters of recommendation are in Naviance, and follow up with teachers prior to deadline. And match your Common App and Naviance if you're applying via Common. Transcript release forms must be submitted to school counseling 10 days prior to your deadline. If you are applying via Common App, please let your school counselor know as soon as possible so that we can write your letter of recommendation. Please see your school counselor with any questions. Also, fundraisers are coming up. We have our most popular fundraiser, selling the coupon books. This raises a lot of money, so if you are interested in selling, stop by Mrs. Cahill's classroom in room 506. Also, we're having another Applebee's Dine to Donate on December 23rd, so stop by and get some delicious food as well as a boost to your funds in the process. I'm Haley, back after this.
Climate change is becoming very dangerous for us. We are the only ones who could fix this. Using cars too much and not recycling is causing more harm than it seems. Natural resources are running low. Oceans are getting more and more polluted by the minute.
What is the solution? You are. You can help us by participating every 4 months in a national clean the day. All you have to do is try not to use your car and help clean your neighborhood. Change starts with you. Help us save the world we live in.
In 2020, smart glasses may be looking totally normal. New North Focals AR glasses coming next year are a lot sleeker, and you might want to actually wear them in public. Smart glasses maker North, which developed a pair of glasses called Focals earlier this year, has announced an updated version for 2020. That means the first Focals, which displayed notifications via a retinal projection technology that looked like a tiny pop-up window in one eye, are being discontinued, the company says. The improved glasses promise to be 40% lighter and have 10 times the display resolution of the first version. The price and release date hasn't been announced yet, but the first Focals cost $599 for a non-prescription pair. With the decade coming to an end, the future is here, meaning new and advanced technology unlike anything we've ever seen before, whether we like it or not. Coming up after this short break, a recipe that's so sweet for the holidays everyone you share it with will be begging for more. I'm Haley, this is The Bolt, and we'll be back after this.
The flu is
This is my friend Jen, and we believe she is sick. Prevent the flu so that we don't get sick.
drink water, get some rest, and take medicine if needed.
What are some of the symptoms of the flu and how can it affect us?
There are symptoms such as headaches, coughing, and runny nose.
No.
Speaking of the devil.
Thank you.
No problem.
You're good.
You or someone you know is affected by the flu, please get some rest, drink water, and don't be around people. You don't want to get them sick.
Welcome back to The Bolt. If you're looking for a cute and fun idea for a Christmas dessert, then this is a recipe for you. What's the holidays without laughs and smiles? This snowman Oreo ball recipe will definitely have the family laughing. It is a simple dessert, so you can have the little ones in the family help you as you make it. The recipe calls for 1 package of Oreos, 1 package of cream cheese, which will be softened at room temperature, 1 package of white baking chips, which we will be melting, 15 mini Oreo cookies, and 30 Rolo candies unwrapped. We will also need black and orange sprinkles to create the face. The first step is putting the cookies into a blender or food processor until the cookies come out as finely ground crumbs. Then you're going to add in your softened cream cheese and blend in with the cookie crumbs. After it's all mixed, cover it and put the mixture in the fridge until it is firm enough to shape. When it is finally ready to shape, mold it into multiple 1-inch balls. Then place them on a wax paper baking sheet and refrigerate overnight. The next day, you need to melt the white baking chips and dip each ball until fully covered. Next you need to make the snowman hats. To do that, you need to take the mini Oreo cookies and the Rolo candies and use the melted white chips to make sure the cookie and the Rolo stay together. Use the same method to put the hat on the Oreo ball. To finish it off, use the sprinkles of your choice to create the face of the snowman. Now you and the family can enjoy a cute snowman dessert. This is The Bolt, and we'll be back after this.
What are you doing here? You don't belong in the garbage.
I was thrown in here.
If you recycle, you could save energy, fix the problem of climate change, prevent pollution, reduce the need to collect raw materials, and you can reduce the amount of waste sent into landfills and incinerators. Some items that are recyclable are plastic bottles, paper, cardboard, metals, glass, plastic bags, food waste, and many more things.
And paper, I should be thrown in the recycling bin. Yay.
Man, I am just really thirsty. What happened to my drink?
What does it matter? You're consuming the same amount of sugar no matter what.
Wait, what?
Consuming too much sugar will lead to heart disease, and heart disease will lead to death. 1 in every 4 deaths is caused by heart disease. Keep an eye on how much sugar you consume. Consume with caution.
Welcome back to the Bowl. The fashion world can be pretty cutthroat, so here are some stylish winter hacks for this season. Dress up your outfit by wearing a ribbed turtleneck as a scarf. Make it minimalistic by dressing head to toe in caramel. For a cute, cozy look, wear a statement sweater under a puffy vest. Dress it up with a cute skirt as well. Lastly, for a cute city look, pair a plaid coat, patent boots, and a white bag. With these tips, you're now ready for Christmas in Times Square. Stay styling, Spotswood. Now for AJ Lagakis with sports. AJ?
Thank you, Haley. I'm AJ Lagakis, and today I'll be giving you a rundown on sports. The winter sports are getting ready for the 2019-20 seasons. Every team is hoping for a new start and a strong finish at the end. The season opener for basketball starts December 20th for boys and girls, and for wrestling as well. That would start the day before, December 19th. In national sports, the New York Giants lost 23-17 at Philadelphia in overtime. Eli Manning got the start last night over Daniel Jones, who has a right ankle sprain. Eli threw for over 200 yards and were up 17-3 at the halftime. They proceeded to gain little offense throughout the second half, which propelled the Eagles to 6-7 with a victory. The Giants, however, fall to 2-11 and a 9-game losing streak, a new franchise record. The Jets walked off the Dolphins 22-21 on a 44-yard field goal as time expired. They improved to 5-8 on the season and remained third in the AFC East. The New York Rangers got revenge on Vegas from a few days ago, and they shut out the Golden Knights in Vegas 5-0. They improved to 15-11-3 on the season. The Islanders won at Tampa Bay 5-1, and the Devils lost at Nashville 6-4 on Saturday and dropped to 9-15-5 on the season. The New York Knicks lost to Indiana on Saturday 104-103. As Julius Randle makes his first free throw, he misses the second one and the Knicks lose by 1. This was the first game without former head coach of the Knicks, David Fizdale. The Brooklyn Nets were against Denver last night and won 105-102. They improved to 13-10 on the season. Thank you. I'm AJ, and this has been Bolt Sports. Back to you in the studio, Haley.
Thank you, AJ. After the break, our weekly weather update. This is the Bowl, back after this.
Flu is
This is my friend Jen, and we believe she is sick. Prevent the flu so that we don't get sick.
drink water, get some rest, and take medicine if needed.
What are some of the symptoms of the flu and how can it affect us?
There are symptoms such as headaches, coughing, and runny nose.
No.
Speaking of the devil.
Thank you.
No problem.
You're good.
You or someone you know is affected by the flu, get some rest, drink water, and don't be around people. You don't want to get them sick.
Here's Autumn with the weather. Autumn? Thanks, Haley. And now for weather. This weekend will start out rainy on Saturday with temperatures in the mid-50s, and Sunday it will cool down to 46 degrees. The rest of the week will have temperatures in the low 40s and high 30s with a chance of snow on Tuesday and Wednesday. In other news, a volcano off the coast of New Zealand erupted this past week, injuring dozens of people and killing 6. That's all for weather. I'm Autumn, and back to you in the studio, Haley. In memoriam, we want to recognize the following losses. Jake Burton, who ushered snowboarding to become a sport, passed away November 20th in Burlington, Vermont from cancer. We appreciate his tribute to an amazing sport that many enjoy. Carol Spinney, who was the voice of Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch on Sesame Street, also passed away recently. We enjoyed many laughs because of him and will be remembered on many childhoods. The Bolt sends our condolences to the family, friends, and fans that are loyal to these icons. Thank you for watching this week's installment of SPSN News. This is our last episode for 2019, and everyone here at SPSN Studios would like to wish you and your family a happy, prosperous, and healthy holidays. See you next year, Spotswood.